What's up, everyone? It's the One Jame, and today we are playing 5-color Invasion of Alara. This deck is taken standard by storm, and I know a couple other content creators have built this deck or have used this deck. I forgot the exact person, I should look that up, of the person that actually came up with this, but I know for a fact other people have played it, and I wanted to try it out for myself. I've been playing a little bit off stream and a little bit off the channel here, and it's been very, very good. I've even thrown together a build of Pioneer. If you want to see it, let me know. For the Pioneer deck list of this, but the way that this works is you cast Invasion of Alara on 5 mana for 5 colors. When ETBs, exile cards from the top of your library to exile 2 non-land cards with mana value 4 or less. You may cast one of those 2 cards without paying the mana cost, put one of them into your hand, put the other exiled on the bottom of the library in a random order. So you always get 2 cards. We only have Bramble Familiar, Go for the Throat, and Drag to the Bottom as the only cards under 5 mana value. I put all the other cards here, as you can see, where the other ability is, like 1 in a green, discard, search for land, gain 3 life. This is 1 in a black, sorcery, -3/-3. Leyline Binding is always 1 or 2 mana in this deck. So you can see how the curve actually fills out while we're playing the games, but really, it's all 5+ mana cards. So the goal is to get Bramble Familiar, fetch quest, 7 mana sorcery adventure, mill 7, then put a creature, enchantment, or land from among them onto the battlefield. So the goal is to get Cemetery Desecrator from the Bramble Familiar fetch quest. What Cemetery Desecrator does is when it ETBs exile another card from a graveyard, you're going to exile a 7-drop out of your graveyard, which is why all of these are 7-drop for the most part. Virtual Persistence is 7, Herb Migration 7, Atelian Atraxa are 7, and Phyrexian Fleshgorger are 7. So exile one of those out of the graveyard, and then you get the -7 counters off Invasion of Alara, which triggers the ability to flip into Awaken the Maelstrom, which means you get to draw 2 cards, put an artifact from hand on the battlefield, hopefully you have a Phyrexian Fleshgorger in hand, put on the battlefield, create a token that's a copy of a permanent you control, which means you can ramp a land. You can make a second Fleshgorger or a second Cemetery Desecrator to trigger the ability again, which is super strong. You can distribute 3 1/1 counters among 1, 2, or 3 creatures you control. I usually put 3 counters on a Fleshgorger because it's just the best thing to do. If I just have 2 Cemetery Desecrators, I'll do like 2 and 1 counters, but that's besides the point. And then you get to destroy a permanent an opponent controls. Not a non-land permanent, so this destroys lands, it destroys anything you might want to destroy. So you get an immense amount of value, and you also destroy your opponent's cards, you also draw cards. So basically, I say all that to say this, that Invasion of Alara, you cast it, and you get Cemetery Desecrator off of Bramble Familiar, and you basically just win the game on the spot. If you don't win the game on the spot, you also draw a bunch of cards as well, so you can cast Atelian, Atraxa, Herb Migration, whatever you want to cast. And even if you need to out a board, we have Drag to the Bottom and Sunfall as Drag to the Bottom that you can get off of the what's it called? Off the Cemetery Desecrator. I mean, not that. Off the Bramble Familiar, when you mill 7, and instead of using the Bramble Familiar, you can have a chance to get a Go for the Throat or a Drag to the Bottom off of the Invasion of Alara. Hopefully this is making sense. Invasion of Alara can get either 2 copies of Bramble. Usually you cast Fetch Quest, but if you get Bramble and Go for the Throat, or Bramble and Drag to the Bottom, or maybe unluckily Go for the Throat and Drag to the Bottom, you can at least out your opponent's entire board as well as an option, and just put Bramble Familiar in your hand for when you have 7 mana. We also have Sunfall, which doesn't interact with the Invasion of Alara, so you can actually Sunfall your opponent if you really need to. This is standard best of 1, so it's going to be more heavily towards aggro deck, so we're going to need the Drag to the Bottom and the Sunfall here in the main deck. The sideboard here is Up the Beanstalk. I love this card. Sunset Revelry and Parasitic Grasp, Sunfall for the aggro decks. We have another Sunfall here, Atraxa, Luca Bound to Ruin, which is a 5 mana card, so it gets around Invasion of Alara, and it also ramps us into our creatures at 7 mana if we have an untapped land after we cast this. It's a 4 mana play if we need it to be, and it also makes a bunch of 3/3s. Hugla and Yodaro gets around the Invasion of Alara again also. You can use it to destroy an artifact or enchantment, or you can just cast it for 6 mana and make a huge haste 7/7 or fight something, you find a creature you don't control. Mirror Shell Crab is really good as well because it is 7 mana, so you need that to exile Cemetery Desecrator off the Invasion of Alara. You understand by now, but so it's 7 mana, but notably it's a counterspell that's not actually a counterspell. It's a 3 mana card, but it's actually technically 7 mana value, so you can't get it off Invasion of Alara, which helps you get to your Bramble Familiar. This is also just a random Ward 3, 5/7 if you happen to get that as the only creature in your graveyard off of Fetch Quest. Anyway, I know that was a lot. I know I rambled, but it's a lot of things to go over. This deck is super synergistic, but you'll see how powerful it is in the upcoming games. It all starts right now. Sulphurous Springs. I feel like I'm just playing this, and then either Herb Migration or Leyline Binding, or go for the Throat. No, I can't go for the Throat. Either one of these. Kind of want to hold one of these, though. I think I'll get a black. Just for this. Oh, I drew it. So we can do this, and then Leyline Binding and Herb Migration, or Leyline Binding and go for the Throat. Not that we need to do both, but Repositioner. Okay, I kind of want to Binding this. So I don't want them to ramp. Another Flesh Gorger. What's up, tour guide? You're on an Explorer version. You might go for a Modern list. Yeah, I built an Explorer version as well. With a little bit better mana with the Shocklands. They played out Sokenzan and didn't play anything else. Do I need a land? I'm just gonna get a land. I'll get a white source since we do need double white for a couple spells. They have big score. Oh, they're playing that deck. That's a little harder for us to beat. We don't have triple black untapped for go for the Throat plus Flesh Gorger. They probably have 3 damage removal, or just Brotherhood's End. In Modern, you can do this at instant speed on turn 3. Yeah, you can. Duress? Goodbye, go for the Throat. Duress in Best of 1, that's a thing. Wait, do I know you, tour guide, in person? Maybe I've asked you that before. No, I don't. Okay. Shelly. Longtime fan? Nice to hear. Very nice to hear. Alright, what do we do against the Shelly? Lose. Guess we're just attacking, and then we're playing a 7-mana Flesh Gorger next turn, and hope that doesn't die. Nice. Please don't get anything broken. See, the problem with Atali against our deck is we play only really good spells. So the opponent can only get really good spells off Atali. We got a Herb Migration. Well, that's the best possible thing for us. They get like 1/3/3. Thank God. Like the best possible outcome for us. You know what I can do? I can just draw a card off Ziatora's Proving Ground, and if we draw Invasion, we're just lit. Or Atali. Well, it's time to spin the wheel. We're so good at this game. Can we cast this the other side? Breach the multiverse! Wow! Oh no, Chandra. I'll take a Flesh Gorger.
Well, someone had to save the day.
I'll take a Desecrator. I'll exile their Breach the Multiverse. Goodbye, Atali. Am I doing 5 to them? Sure.
I'll find another way. You're toast.
I thought about killing a 3/3, but I feel like doing 5 to them is better than doing 3 to them. Now they just die. Hopefully. What a turn! I killed everything! No! Okay, never mind. They just killed my 3/3s. If a second Brotherhood's End, that would be gnarly. Play with fire? Wait. I guess I can kill their Atsushi, but I don't want to. What you got, opponent? What you got? Turns out Bramble Familiar's pretty busted. I mean, there's not much I can do, right? I guess they can have Go for the Throat in hand. Virtue of Persistence? What a card. Hiya. Wait, they were dead if I just Virtue this. I guess they're dead anyway, even if I don't Virtue. They're gonna Edict my creature. Goodbye, Atali. We are going to... play... this, because it plays around them having burned down the house. If I play this and they burn down the house, it's really, really bad for us. But this plays around that. They have to have another Edict to get rid of our Flesh Gorger. They have their own Virtue of Persistence. That's not going to do anything. We have 29 life. Another big score. Discard Breach the Multiverse. Land. Trespasser. That's gonna do it. No, it's not. They can block. If we have a removal spell, then we win. Oh, wait, we have the Cemetery Desecrator in the graveyard already. Nice. God, that was broken. All right. We have interaction for not the Kumano, so we're playing a tap land. This is a sorcery. Another Kumano. Wow, I'm surprised they're not playing a creature here. They are playing a creature. Alright, I'll be using Virtue of Persistence. Or not. Am I scared? Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to hold up Leyline Binding instead of using Virtue of Persistence just in case they have a Squee. A Squee would be, like, very, very hard for us to beat. Or Godric. My god, no pun intended. Get it? Godric? Oh my god. Wait, this isn't even a god, it's a human noble. I don't have double black for drag to the bottom, we're gonna have to deal with it. I'll take the flyer. Well, 3 or more creatures. No, I'm just gonna take this because they can technically bring the finish stick back. Yep, that's a card. Hey, look at that, it's Invasion of Alara time. Are we invasioning or are we dragging? We're invasioning. Listen, we didn't play this deck to not invasion. Bramble Familiar, do this thing. Please mill Cemetery Desecrator. Thank you. Wait, or do we want Flesh Gorger? Is Flesh Gorger just better than Desecrator here? Like, yes, Desecrator gets to kill the Invasion of Alara, which is the game plan. But, like, actually, no, I need to Desecrator, because if I Flesh Gorger and they hit me for 3, 1 play with fire kills me. I still need a Desecrator. Desecrator does enable... It does kill stuff, yes, which is the plan. Exile this 7-drop Herd Migration. We're going to remove X counters from Invasion of Alara. We're going to cast Awaken the Maelstrom. We're going to draw 2 cards. Hopefully we draw a Flesh Gorger. We're going to destroy a permanent our opponent controls, which is going to be Phoenix Chick, I think. We did not draw it. Choose a permanent we control. Yeah, I guess this kills the board anyway, right? We're gonna get rid of... We are gonna make a copy of Cemetery Desecrator. Put 3 counters on these. And then we are gonna exile... Bramble Familiar. To give a creature -2/-2. Alright, burn me to death, opponent. It's so powerful. We'll keep this because we can binding on 2. They're probably playing mono red given this. Aha! It's obvious. They just make it so obvious. Every time it's this pet, they're playing mono red. Literally every time. Especially with freaking squeeze sleeves. They just make it so easy. Alright, we're getting blue mana off this. Well then. I play my ramp creature. Squeeze sleeves. Oh my god, what a blowout. Scoop, 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 scoop. They didn't scoop, what do I do now? I'm not attacking because I want to play around a haste creature. Play with fire. Lightning strike. No lightning strike. Bloodthirsty. That gets what? Monstrous Rage? I mean, I'll snap block that. Just kidding, I can't block. Double Rage? Well, I guess I'm taking 8. What a draw. And by that I mean any land was a great draw because I have Invasion of Alara in hand. Thundering Raiju, wow. Can you ask for a better start? I'll block the non-trample one. Alright, now's where we go ham. Wait, we can't cast this. What do we do now? What can't we do? Oh, we're missing a red or a green. Gonna go no attacks because we need to double block. Can you just not draw another Monstrous Rage, please? For like the 4th time? I mean, we just have to do this, right? Please don't Monstrous Rage. Or Lightning Strike? Of course they drew Lightning Strike, why wouldn't they? Jesus Christ. Alright, red or green source on tap, please. I didn't think we could lose this game, but here we are. Alright, now we have to hit good. Or just a sweeper. We're so good at this game. I'll cast that. Sometimes the game's just easy. A squee off the top? Oh no. Every time I think we're ahead, we're just not. I guess it's Atraxa time. That. Yo, Show and Tell, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. It's 18 months. Play with fire in my face. Wait, that's not enough to kill me. Scry to the top. Play this. Let's gain some life. Attack this. Let's do that. Let's draw cards. Destroy that. Play out Flesh Gorger. I'll copy this. How can you win now? That was so strong. But yes, we are Alara-ing. Alright, this is the 4th most annoying pet in the game, so let's just not do that. Razorverge Thicket. I think I prefer white mana over blue mana. What's the most annoying pet? The mechanical one. Mirrex is our only blue mana, so I think we're just forced to play Flesh Gorger this turn. The mechanical one is the most annoying one, which is the one that's like a robot. It's like and keeps making just the most obnoxious noises. The second most annoying one is the goblin one that throws bombs, because that one's also obnoxiously loud. All right, we're attacking here. We go second Flesh Gorger. The third most annoying pet in the game, I don't know, I think that's a toss-up. But this is definitely the fourth most annoying one because the noise is just really groaningly bad. We'll do this on this, so I don't want them to actually go ham. Hallowed Haunting. Yeah, they definitely would have gone ham if I let this Gyrokinastros live. Desecrator. But, oh, that's actually not that bad here. We have to kill the Architect? And then we get to cast a Tali next turn? Takazi is welcome. Okay, they get to draw a card off of this. This could be bad for us, otherwise known as the home team. Warner, thanks for the follow. All right, Atali, go do it. Auto alarm, thanks for the follow. Energy. We are so good at this game. Are we dragging to the bottom? No, we didn't play this game to not Bramble Familiar. Unfortunately, we're bad at this game and didn't get anything relevant. God, that's actually nothing relevant at all. Holy crap. That can't be good. We have to get a land. Or we can just get Bramble Familiar. Basically a land. Well, that was terrible. We can Cemetery Desecrator, attack the Invasion of Alara, but then they just chump it. We can attack both at Invasion of Alara. That might just be the best thing to do here. Oh my god, they're killing the Desecrator. They don't know. They don't know. Draw 2 cards. Kill Hallowed Haunting. Choose a permanent to copy. Yep, they didn't know. That'd be hilarious if we copied Howled Hunting and then cast our own freaking Leyline Binding and then killed them with their own card. What is this? Freaking Pumpkin Chimera? Oh my god. I did not expect that. Mama rude. Alright, let's do this. Get a black mana. Cast this. Alright, here's where I have 3 creatures and the rest of their hands burn spells. Alright, first lightning strike, cast. Warfare. Oh god, I can't even block this turn. Yikes. Herb Migration for I guess we can Jetmir's Garden, 1 Leyline Binding and Herd Migration. I have to hope they don't have Play with Fire in hand right now. Ah! God damn it. They would have got to it anyway. Oh my god, and land. Oh, Jesus Christ. How do they always have the absolute nuts? We get a red off this? No, I'm just gonna get a white off this. Alright, now we have to high roll. When are bans? What? I don't know. What do you want to ban? Yes, Desecrator is here. Unfortunately, we don't have a Flesh Gorger in our hand. Draw 2. Kill. This permanent. Guess I should probably kill Phoenix Chick and then kill the Swiftspear. I have to exile a thing with 3 toughness. If they have anything at all, we lose. Oh, yeah. I think we're just dead. We're dead to any non-creature spell, right? We go play with fire our face, deal a damage, and then cast any other thing, and we lose. Try to the bottom. Well, that's pretty good. Desecrator. We don't have any way to gain life. The Leyline Binding the Flame Breather. Play out Bramble Familiar. Play out another Bramble Familiar. Play this tapped. Attack with both, put them at 6. And hopefully this Desecrator kills them. And hopefully they don't top deck any damage at all. That's not damage. That's not damage. Wow. Trax has lifelink? Yeah, but we can't cast it. We can cast it next turn. Oh, wow. We won. Crazy. To keep, and then we just heard migration for a white source. What am I discarding?
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Probably Sunfall?
I'm tired of your secrets.
Then we'll just like main phase kill Liliana, I guess. Or do I want them to discard a card? What are we discarding? If we don't kill the Liliana now. Nah, I'm just gonna kill it. But if they cast Shieldred, we have the answer here. Lord Skitter. Oh god, exiling my graveyard is actually a huge deal. Hopefully they don't have another Skitter. No more Skitter. Shieldred. We need one more land. There you go. Because we have the Sunfall in graveyard to kill Shieldred with the Cemetery Desecrator. We need one more land after this, though, to cast a Traxxas or a Tally. No attacks with Shieldred because I guess we might... Ooh. Oh, that hurts. There's the land, but it's not untapped. We are forced to kill the Shieldred, though. And hopefully they don't have another one. Virtue? Sure. Wait, what? We get to kill the braids now. I like that. Alright, untap land, please. Okay, I mean, that's pretty good. I'll take Invasion. What? Wait, what? Where's our Bramble Familiars? Wait, is this a bug? Where's our Bramble Familiar? I don't want to cast this. Oh, it was... Oh, okay. It got Go for the Throat and Drag to the bottom. Well, that was really freaking weird. That's the second time it's ever happened. I should probably not play Go for the Throat. Or Drag to the bottom. Whichever one. The front side of this card's not ideal? No, this is the whole deck. Alright, they probably have Go for the Throat in hand. How do we play around that? I kind of just want to Virtue this Lord Skitter this turn, instead of just getting our Atraxa Go for the Throated. But it's probably just bad not to just play Atraxa here. I'm just going to play a Tali. Whatever. Got a Liliana and a Bramble Familiar. Murex or a Leyline Binding? I guess it's okay to get a land too, but I think I'm just gonna get Binding. That's gonna exile the Skitter. Liliana's gonna plus discarding Drag to the bottom.
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when you won't be outsmarting me.
Well, they don't have Go for the Throat. Interesting. They have Hopeless Nightmare. Goodbye, Virtue. Flesh Gorger. So we attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we attack a Tali into invasion, then they have to chump block with Flesh Gorger. Because they can't let that resolve. Then we cast this. Artifact creature, win the game. We'll try this out because we have Invasion of Ergamon in our hand. Their control deck. That's annoying. So we go land, invasion, play around, make disappear, then discard Sunfall, draw a card. Mirex. Broken. Siphon Insight. Oh, that's the scariest card against us. Because they can get all of our bombs. Okay, we have to kill them fast. Or hope they miss land drops. Demolition Field. Yikes. Alright, so we can technically cast this. But, like... I want to cast it around Make Disappear if I can help it. So I'm gonna go Llanowar Wastes Invasion next turn. And they get the Demolition Field Mirex, so that's why I'm not even bothering to use it. What's up, Floofies? Did you jinx me? I don't know. Oh, they got a Llanowar Waste. That's it? Nice. They don't have double blue for Dissipate. So that's at least okay for us. We will start off by attacking Invasion. Okay, nothing there. We'll do this, and they can't Make Disappear us because we ramped off the treasure. They can, like, Disdainful Stroke us, but I'd be very surprised if they had that main deck. Negate? That is really, really unfortunate. Goodbye, Mirex. Nice knowing ya. I'll get a white off this. Well, good thing our Flesh Gorger can kill the Invasion if they don't have Wandering Emperor or whatever. Which they probably do. Wait, really? We get to search Invasion? I'm down. They gotta counter this? Please counter this. Oh! Bet you didn't see this coming. Disdainful Stroke and best of one! What the hell? I'm livid. Opponent hates us specifically. Invasion? What are the odds? What are the odds? Resolves? Okay. Wow. Wow. Opponent had a deck specifically built against us, and we prevailed. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out. This is honestly one of the best decks I've played in Standard in a pretty long time, so I definitely recommend playing this deck for yourself if you have the wild cards. It is a lot of wild cards, but check the description down below if you want to try to build it for yourself. I did make one change. I took the Go for the Throat and the Drag to the Bottom out of the deck. I put the Drag to the Bottom in the sideboard, and I replaced it with Invasion of Ergamon. This can not only ramp you in the early game, but it can search for Invasion of Alara, which means, I mean, if you resolve this card, you win the game. So why not play a card that searches the card that makes you win the game, right? So I tried out that, and it seemed pretty good towards the end of the stream here in the video. But anyway, if you liked it, check out the deck list down below. Once again, like and subscribe. If you do want to see more content like this from me, check out my main channel if you want. If you're watching this from Cool Stuff's channel, and I have a lot more decks and extra content on there for you to enjoy. Anyway, I'll see you next time, and as always, peace.